There won't be much editing applied to this video, but I hope you are going to be one of the serious ones that actually stick till the end of this video. The top 10% that are actually serious about having some positive change in their life, consistently doing positive things. Hi, I'm Laksana, just an average person trying to be consistent. I currently having more than 185 days straight morning push-ups straight, fully documented on my Instagram. And hey, I want to be the best at helping people build consistency, not by giving them motivation, but by giving them practical advice. That's why I rehearse consistently on my live stream. And hey, I want to say thank you. Thank you for actually caring about your life. And hey, this is Friday, May 16th, 2025, and this is going to be day 312 of consistently helping people build consistency. So, when we are talking about consistency, being consistent at exercising, being consistent at studying, being consistent at meditating, and lots of more, there's this one really effective method that we can implement that I actually have been talking about for tons of time on my previous videos. But on this video, I'm gonna be trying to criticize it and uh, give you guys a new approach to implement the same principle that this system, that this method have, but in a new approach. So the method is called motivation paper, or maybe you can also call it a reminder paper. Basically, the thing that you are going to be doing here is that you are going to be writing down all the reasons why you do some certain thing on a paper, and then you basically read that paper every single time you want to do that particular routine. For example, you want to be consistent at exercising, grab down a pen and a paper, write down why you want to exercise. Don't just write some shallow reasons. Okay, go deep. Okay, go deep. Be honest with yourself. Okay, I want to be healthy because I want to have more time with my family. I want to be healthy because I want to inspire my family to also be healthy too. And exercising is one way to actually actualize my dream of being healthy. Okay, that's for example. And also, you are going to be reading this paper every single time you want to exercise. So, even on the days when you are not feeling motivated to exercise, to do some exercise, big chances you are still going to be doing it anyway because, hey, you are going to be reminded, oh, yeah, you know what? This exercise is really important for my life, for my family. You know what? I'm just going to be doing it regardless how I feel today. I mean, in a sense that whether you are feeling motivated or not, okay? If you are sick or if you are feeling unhealthy, please just take some rest first. Do not push yourself way too hard. If you need to take some rest, take some rest. So that's basically the method. And now I'm gonna try to criticize the method, okay? So I also actually implement this kind of method in my day-to-day life, but I found this one flaw, okay? So the flaw is actually on the first 7 days, the first 14 days, this method is kind of effective. But beyond that, okay, when you just read the paper constantly every single day, the method might lose its magic. Not because the words has lost its meanings, but precisely because we have read it way too much, way too many times. We kind of see it as a routine, as a formality, and not as a reflection, okay? A time to reflect of our reasons why we do some certain thing. It's like when you have already read the paper so many times, you are just going to be memorizing all of the content, and it's going to feel like, oh, you know what, this is just like reading a menu from a restaurant that I've been memorized from years and years ago. Okay, again, it's not losing its meaning, but it's just feels like a routine, feels like something that you just do just for the sake of doing it. And your brain has already know what to come. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna remind myself of the reasons which I actually already remind myself, memorize myself for long time ago. And yeah, it's kind of feel pretty not as effective as it used to be. Okay, when I'm writing the reasons, it feels like, oh yeah, you know what, these are the best reasons, these reasons are so cool. But now, yeah, it's still cool, but it just doesn't move me as it used to be. Okay, again, not saying that the reasons are not important right now, but it's just when we just memorize this paper so many times, it's kind of lose its effectiveness because we kind of see it as something that we already memorized in the first place. So why remind ourselves of the thing that we already memorized? So I kind of want to propose a new approach on using the same principle to remind ourselves of our motivation, of our reasons why we do some certain thing. But instead of just using a paper, which actually might still be effective, okay? It might still be effective for you even for years. But for people like me, I don't really find it effective anymore. And the solution that I'm proposing here is why don't we, instead of just reading a paper, the same exact paper on a day-to-day basis, which we already will eventually memorize it, why do not we just, set on a timer, okay? So set on a timer in our phone. It's more like a stopwatch, okay? 1 minute stopwatch, or maybe like 2 minutes stopwatch. And on this 2 minutes, on this 1 minute, we are going to be having a speech to ourselves, okay, of why we do these things. Okay, so instead of just passively read the paper that we already memorized in our head, okay, at some point it's gonna feel passive because we already memorize it, okay? Why do not we just push our brain to actually think of the reasons right here, right now, no script, no anything, just just make yourself realize by yourself why this is important, okay? Just basically set on a timer and then a stopwatch and then just basically just have a speech to yourself, explain to yourself why this is important, no script, just basically tell yourself why this is important. So the difference here comparatively to the previous method, this is this is a more active approach and it also brings some novelty, okay? Some element of surprise because instead of just reading the same paper that you have already memorized, okay, the same reasons that you have already memorized for days, for weeks, for months and months, now you get the chance to, you know, create your new reasons. Okay, as long as it's still powerful, maybe the same old reasons, but you just frame it in a different way, and also pushing your brain to actually be actively creative. And I kind of feel like this active approach is gonna have some more powerful impact in making ourselves feel motivated, in making ourselves remind of our reasons why we do some certain thing on the first place. So that's how you actually stay consistent at doing your positive things. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Join our Discord. You can also support my long form videos by supporting me on Gumroad and yeah, buying me a coffee will really be meaningful for me. And for today's date, Authenticity post, today's May 16th, 2025, and today's memes are posted a quick send post last 24 hours, GMT plus 7. But this video might be uploaded like 1 or 2 days from now because I need to edit it first. I currently don't have any editor. Thank you.